The Deer Who Chose Courage, a story that will make you believe in hope. When every path is blocked and danger surrounds you from all sides, what do you choose? Not every escape lies in running. Sometimes salvation hides in stillness. This is not just the story of a deer, it's the story of every soul that has ever stood alone, trembling, and yet dared to believe. In the heart of an ancient forest, where sunlight once danced through the trees, a pregnant deer wandered quietly through the underbrush. She was weary. The weight of new life pressed on her body, and the ache of uncertainty clouded her thoughts. Overhead, dark clouds began to gather like a silent army, casting heavy shadows upon the earth. The wind whispered of something ominous. Moments later, a jagged streak of lightning split the sky. Thunder roared, and fire erupted across the treetops. The forest, the only home she had ever known, was engulfed in chaos. Panic rippled through her. Smoke coiled into the sky. Flames devoured the dry leaves beneath her hooves. She had to run, not for herself, but for the unborn lives within her. With trembling legs, she pushed through the forest and stumbled upon a riverbank. The water glistened faintly beneath the thickening smoke. She bent to drink, to steady her breath, to think. As she looked down, her reflection in the water met her gaze, eyes wide, full of fear, drenched in sorrow. She was alone. Her home was burning. Her body ached, and yet she was still standing. But fate, it seemed, wasn't finished testing her. From the bushes to her left, a sudden rustle. She turned her head, slowly. There, hidden in the thickets, was a hunter, bow drawn, arrow aimed at her heart. Her body froze. She wanted to flee, but just as she turned to escape, another rustle. To her right, a pair of golden eyes glowed from the shadows. A lion crouched low, its muscles coiled, ready to pounce. Now she was surrounded. Behind her, fire. To her left, a hunter with deadly aim. To her right, a hungry predator. In front of her, a deep, rushing river. Every direction promised death. For a brief moment, her mind screamed for a way out. But there was none. She couldn't fight. She couldn't run. Her instincts wailed for her to panic. But then, something shifted inside her. She stopped resisting. A strange calm washed over her. She accepted the moment, just as it was, not with defeat, but with quiet strength. She thought, if this is my final moment, then I will face it with grace. I will not run. I will not tremble. I will drink this water. I will give life, even in the face of death. So she bent down once more and drank from the river, not with fear, but with peace in her heart. She chose to trust, not in her surroundings, but in the unknown, in hope. And then, as if nature had been waiting for her surrender, the heavens roared again. A blinding flash of lightning struck so close that the hunter flinched. His hands trembled. The arrow flew, but missed. Instead, it struck the lion. The beast roared in agony, its eyes now burning with fury, not toward the deer, but toward the hunter. With a deafening growl, the lion charged. The hunter, pale with terror, dropped his weapon and ran. The lion pursued him into the forest, disappearing into the smoke and shadows. At that very moment, rain began to pour, hard and fast. Thick drops sizzled against the flames, extinguishing the fire. The thick smoke cleared. The forest grew silent again. The deer stood still, heart pounding, soaked by the rain, but alive. She walked carefully to a nearby thicket, safe and hidden, and there, under the gentle rhythm of the rain, she gave birth to 2 healthy fawns. Life had returned where death once hovered. Her calmness had not only saved her, it had protected the lives she carried. This is not just a story of a deer. It's the mirror of our own lives. Sometimes we find ourselves caught between the fire of our past, the predators of fear, and the arrows of judgment. We search for escape, but see none. Our hearts race. Panic threatens to drown us, but in such moments, remember this: panic clouds the mind, but calmness clears the path. You cannot always control what surrounds you, but you can control what's within you. Courage is not about having options. It's about making peace, even when there are none. And hope. Hope is the silent force that turns storms into blessings. So when life traps you, when there's nowhere to run, when everything is against you, breathe, stand still, choose peace, because sometimes that's all the universe is waiting for. And if this story touched your heart, gently remind someone else of its truth. Subscribe to Whispers Within for more stories that stir the soul and awaken the strength within.